guys. Today I'm gonna be doing the part that we left on this game, part 11, and yeah.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Yeah.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Yeah.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Thanks, Law. You're the best.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Yep.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh? Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp! People, if we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zugo policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. I'm on it. Bet that jail's hiding something tasty.
Damn! You made me angry. That's a bad idea.
Eagle, split it open!
Be my guest.
Watch this!
Light up the door!
Rising hurricane! Ready to go! That's awesome! Watch it!
Raging Cascade!
The enemy wields ours too.
You'll soon see about that!
Burn her bad!
Maybe we should put Dohan in,
Here we go again! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's all mine.
Another one down!
May 1,000
This
gales
one's
tear
mine.
you to shreds!
I'm on it!
It's over. Soaring Alpha.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well.
Yeah, we should actually. Let's put Doran here.
Before we venture forth.
Yeah.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Well, better do some side quests, I guess. Oh, never mind. I get stuff. Let me get some life bottle. The orange gel and this. Oh, okay. Oh shit! No! Oh, did I sell something? Oh no! I didn't sell them. Just buy a life bottle.
You can never be too prepared. We have to spend so much?
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
You're saying we should... check the Owl Forest?
Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hootle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
No backing down! That's it! What castle?
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
I'm on it! Thank Bolero! I can carve through armor! I'm on it!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Another incantation ruined.
Not today! I'm on it! Watch this! Double demon blade! Swallow blade! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I'm ready! Too slow! In a bind! First strike! This should do it!
Water astral energy!
Seismic rupture! Watch this! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! You're done! Regenerate! Hurricane! Let us take to the fray! Eagle assault! Sonic thrust! Elusive dance! There! Soaring down! Apart!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
A comfortable win.
No choice! Eat this! You're done! Shattering pieces! Regenerate! Eat this! Allow me to help you. Hold nothing back!
You know?
Eagle assault! Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
This one's mine! Talon
Now!
Hurricane!
Frozen!
Hammer! Swallow blade! Demon Fang! Double Eat this! Double Demon Fang! Super Swallow Dance!
Lightning now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
So, I get confused.
Gotta break through! Radiant Love! Take this! I owe you one.
Sleep now. I'll be saving this.
Resonate with you.
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds. 50 nails!
Talon Hurricane!
Dance in the wind!
Leave the ensnaring blade. Yeah! And I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon Hurricane! I'm ready!
What was that? Frozen?
Hammer! Benediction light. Rising Warrior! I'm on it! Soaring Light Spear! Eagle Fly!
Lightning
Trigger
condense!
Dragon!
There's always room for improvement. Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Right, here goes! Glimmer! Take this!
Here's this raging cascade!
Far enough! Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
Demon Fang!
There we go.
This one's mine!
Lightning orb!
I'll finish you here and now!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Now!
Get behind me!
Frozen!
Hammer! I'll finish you here and now!
Can you take it?
Catapult Blossom! Tempest! Talon Hurricane!
Finish it!
Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Looks like we got them all.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. In a bind?
Begin strike! Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom!
I'll grind you into dust.
Now I'm in the groove! Eagle Assault! Bloody Howling! All good things come to an end. Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom! Dragon Shout! Glimmer Flash! Tectonic Punch! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Here goes!
Death on a roll now! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Assault!
Regenerate!
Talon Hurricane!
Don't suffer in silence.
Not today!
Tunnel!
Now you see what I can do!
Now!
I can feel my power growing!
I'm drenched in sweat.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almeidrea made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almeidrea? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Dahnans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Once we finish eating, we should get going. Let's see what you've got.
Photon Alpha! Raging Cascade! Dragon Shell!
No, I won't give in. I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm ready! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
Yep.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Shion. Yeah, you made it put a dress black. Oh, black.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
Damn. Rinwell.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodea?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Ugh.
that's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape.
Is it just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Poor Dory. The guy tried to speak his way.
Little help! Thunderblade! Not on my watch!
Air pressure! I'm on it!
It's a duel of the arts! A banana, let's go!
That's freaking good!
Too much water.
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Can't get out of this!
Arc require complete focus! Photon blast! Lightning attack! We're in the home stretch, guys!
What's he say? Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law!
Me? How come I get singled out?
Whoops.
Elusive deity! Did he say? Devastation! Rising focus!
Let go!
I'm just getting started!
Sleep now!
Death and kill you! Be
Now!
still! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. This one's mine! I shall ensure you survive this.
Simeon Peck.
I shall seal you where you stand. Rising Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummeling to me! I'm nearly done for. Our arcs are being interrupted. Feel like like it! Talon Hurricane!
Alright!
On the way! Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Now we're not...
Get on in there together!
No further! Here you go! We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Law's This one's mine! Eat this! Rising Wyvern! First strike! Blackened blade! I'll run you through! Done! Ready to go! Execution!
Scream.
Rising Wyvern! I'm on! Hurricane Thrust!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Backing down! From one to all!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Lives run out. The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Oh, damn.
Anything in armor is all mine. No further.
Arch field! Let Astro rage and cascade!
Not my finest.
Crap. Well, that slunk's not easy without.
Force of regeneration. Regenerate. Allow me to help you.
Not again.
I can carve through armor.
Now!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Too slow.
Certainly not.
Eagle assault.
I messed up.
I'm ready. Hey, blow them away. Too slow. Tank Bolero. Eagle sword ray alpha. I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Let's do it.
We can really make weapons with this?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Confiscated! If it hides, just bash it out again!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Here I come! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! See that? That training's paying off! I'll bash it down!
Glad you have your uses!
I'll show you how useful I can be! Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Scream faith and blood! Now see what I can do!
Now!
Hey! Blow them away! Step back! This one's all law! No backing down! I'm on here! This one's mine! Stalagmite! Rising Wyvern! That's freaking done!
Damn, okay, what is that?
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! That's freaking does it! Can't get out of this! We're cleaning house! Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
It's showtime! Now I'm in the groove! Tectonic punch! Rising water! I'm ready! Demons descend! Flashing fang! You're wide open! Eat this! Talon hurricane! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
I'm surrounded! Talon hurricane!
Not on my watch.
This one's all mine! This one's mine! Take Bolero! I'm just getting started! Double demon fang!
Now!
Hey! Blow them away! How's that? Now I'm in the groove.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaints here. Begin. Death Blossom.
Raging storm. More with the hurricane.
I'll smash you.
You are the epitome of brawn before brain.
Thank you. It's mostly.
Negative gate. Light action to the wind. Air thruster. Frozen.
Hammer. Begin. Take this.
Not in your dreams.
Dance on the storm. All yours, Kisara. You're wide open.
Take below.
Now I can let loose. Take this!
Steel force.
Could have been worse.
Ho ho! We got some cash. That's good. If you craft a weapon, and, some access to
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
This one's mine!
Thunder wheel.
I'll blind you with a sound.
Take this.
It's over. Dragon Swarm.
Take this. I can carve through armor. What's this?
You're mine. It's over.
I'm ready. Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang. Easy.
Way to go.
No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Here I come.
I'll finish you here and now.
Raging don't mind if I do.
I'm on. Hurricane Thrust.
Now,
Reload. Light Burst Force.
Radiant Genesis. With this, I can become even stronger.
we're already getting stronger. That's awesome, have to be honest. Oh damn, okay.
Hi, Hoodle.
Now I can let loose.
Wind natural energy.
Here I come. Talon Hurricane. Rise to target.
Ice?
This one's all mine.
It's almost too strong. It'll split it open.
Be my guest!
So you want
I
me,
can
do
carve
you?
through armor.
On your
Take
knees.
this!
Dragon
Watch
Swarm. Sword Rain
Another
Alpha.
incantation ruined.
Eagle Assault. It's
Here
time to
goes.
station. Double
Death
Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Photon
Demon
Fist.
Fang.
Take this. I'm on a roll now. In a bind.
Thunder Feeder.
Be still.
Hands in the wind.
Talon
Air,
Hurricane.
not on my watch.
I'm ready. Reload. Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang. Easy.
Way to go.
This one's mine.
Now you see what I can do.
Is that a healing arm? It is. I can't agree with it.
Light Burst Force.
Radiant Genesis. Whew. Thank goodness we won.
Yeah, thank goodness, to be honest.
Gotta break through!
You alright? They may look
Got your name on them.
but they're
Let you all down.
Oh, come on. That ice thingy got me back.
Stay away from my friend!
Oh, come on.
Come and face me!
There we go.
Hold on to your art.
Eat this.
Here I come.
Talon Hurricane.
In here.
Death Blossom. Dragon Shout. Slash. Fake Bolero. Can you take it?
One more time.
Dance on the wind. I'll finish you here and now. Glimmer Dragon.
Finish it.
Okay.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off!
Take this!
Eagle Assault. Elusive Deity. Snap.
Hitting for side! Demons descend! Flashing bang!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Go no further!
Hurricane! Hitting pile driver! Hey, when did I get so popular?
Oh, no.
I'll finish you here and now! This one's mine! I'm on heal! Swallow dance! Devastation!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Sonic thrust begin! Certainly not. On your air pressure! You're mine! Soaring right spear! All finish you here now! Dragon swarm!
Here goes! Up and
Rising
down!
light! Radiant light! Regenerate! I really owe you one.
Lightning orb!
Take this!
Lightning
Hurricane! Watch it!
Blade!
Sword rain alpha! Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shine! Radiant light! Anything in order! Regeneration! I'm on it!
Now!
In an instant!
Impact block!
We work well together.
Finally time falls. Watch this! I'm even stronger than before.
And thus our strength yet grows.
This'll make us even more formidable.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even half. Brace yourself. This one's I can carve through armor.
Not on my watch!
Here I come. Take it. Now I'm in the groove. Sword rain alpha. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. See that?
That training's paying off.
Carry you to strike!
Rising wyvern. I'm like bait to them. I'm just getting started.
Don't mind if I do!
Severing wing.
Now!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life. Too slow.
Raging
Everlasting stop. You're finished. Negative gate.
Hurricane!
They smite the dragon blade. I'm on it. Double hurricane. Execution. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
Oh, okay, wait. Must be, we're gonna have a tough battle here, huh? Okay. You just buy 2 of these. Oh, the buffalo. Let's buy one for open.
Feel nice.
Feel nice? What do you mean by that? Dopamine. There we go. Should be enough.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
You feel nice to play.
No, it's not. Oh my gosh. It's not like I have nothing else to do anyway.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
What the hell's that thing?
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
Apex.
We're just trying
You wanna
to get
play
past.
Apex? Don't you
Get
have
out of the
work?
way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
So let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? Here I come! Not today!
Now you see what I can do! That's right!
Demon Ray! Rising Wyvern!
No further! I've let you all down.
Oh my god, yeah, she'll back off a little bit.
I couldn't make it in time.
Radiant light!
A whirling struggle.
Maybe I should use some healing because not a lot of us gonna survive this. Yes, let's do it Alpha first.
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try
Its
to
wings
do
are
more
lighting
good.
up.
It's getting ready to attack!
This one's mine!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Talon Hurricane!
Renovation light.
That's been a
I've let you all down.
Oh my god, why? That thing's so calm down.
Get out of there with me.
Yeah, I need to be careful a little bit, I think.
It's too much. Shine. Radiant light. Talon Hurricane!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me. Now I'm let loose. Death, ready and raring. Captivity. Tempting. Dragon Gale. Elusive deity. Prepare to be freed. Can't get out of this.
Light astral raging cascade.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your run. Catapult. Take this.
Oh, it's getting stronger.
Yeah, I could
Switching up its
see.
movements! Watch out!
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
I owe you one. Stay away from...
You this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation.
Here I come!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Lightning orbs.
Regenerate!
Let us take
Dance
to the
in the
fray.
bloody.
This one's mine!
Dance in the wind. Air blast.
I cannot use too much. I need those like battle guys.
Renovation light. Another incantation
I'll
ruined.
stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Anything in order is all mine.
No escape!
Now or never.
Severing wind! Devastation!
I can carve through armor.
Rising Falcon!
In here!
One time!
I'll be
Stand from the wind! What?
Photon blast! Whoa!
Shot! Radiant picture of pulse of regeneration!
May
Regenerate!
1,000 gales
Hurricane! In a bind!
Lightning condemned!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Okay, here up. This one's mine! I mean,
Lightning
you're dead,
bolt!
Doherty.
And tonight's meal is on you. Keep going.
The finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge.
Air thrust!
Almost! Faster!
One more time! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
It's go time!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Talon Hurricane! Sword Rain Armor won't save you! Eat this! Throw away!
It's showtime!
Almost! Too slow! I'm on a roll now! Rising Falcon!
Wind astral energy!
Not today!
Raging cascade!
First strike!
It looks like you got this one covered. The enemy is going all out!
Damn.
This has a most peculiar taste.
Bloody nails! Hearts require complete focus!
Regenerate!
Lightning condemned!
Nothing gets by me!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Now or never! Can't get out of this! Talon Hurricane! Can't move! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Ready and raring! I'll smash you!
Let's put you out of your misery!
Talon Hurricane! I'm ready!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogl's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
Not a good idea, I guess. I'll come back later.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. We should really get some rest. I want to go back to bed.
Alright, good night. Just kidding.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Damn, you're fast.
These ones can run rings around us. Sleep now. More for the stop.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Not today! Air pressure! First strike!
Now I'm in the groove.
It's over!
Here.
Super swallow dance! Blow away!
I'll finish you here and now. All good things come to an end.
You have such an incredible technique.
Brute force is nothing without elegance of form.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over.
Stop memorizing my move. Ooh, that was refreshing.
You act like you just took a bath. What's with that shining foe over there?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Art Steel! Don't mind if I do.
Oh damn, too late.
Take that! I'll smash you! Double demon fang! Seismic rupture! Swallow blade! Hurricane!
Water astral energy!
I'm on a roll now!
It's almost too strong.
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Be my guest.
Milk tank here!
Double
demon fang! I'm on crush! Talon hurricane! Thank you! I'm ready!
Kitara frozen.
Hammer! You're watch this!
This swirl. All right. It's showtime.
Not today!
Eat ready and rare!
Light astral
You're
razor.
mine! I'll smash you!
Oh damn, I messed up.
Dragon
Burst force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess
You're
around!
wide open! Talon Hurricane! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Jolene! Hey! Blow them away!
I've been doing really great lately.
Gone! First strike!
Ready!
That frickin' does it! Shockwave slash! Dragon Storm! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Swallow blade! I'll bash in there to settle you!
Glad you have your uses!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Whoa! What is
You're wide open!
Resonate
with the earth! Talon Hurricane! This one's mine! On your knees. I'm on it! You're mine! Pierce through! That frickin' does it! Sword Rain Alpha! Eat this!
Thunder Field! Raging Cascade!
Fury!
In here!
Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
You're mine! You're finished!
More for the stockpile! With this, I can become even stronger!
This way?
Discourteous, aren't you?
I'm on him! You're done! Eat this! Take this!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Let's get you all tucked away!
I'm on it! Mega Sonic Thrust! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Fly! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
What a relief! Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Play that in your dreams!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Eat this! Super Swallow Dance! Sword Rain Alpha! Elusive Beam away!
Raging Cascade! Spread!
This could be useful.
What's this? Nothing here. Let's go back, I guess.
I think Hootle senses something.
what I can do!
Hit!
Lightning thrust!
Can you take it?
Lightning thrust!
Lightning condemned!
Tempest!
Thunder
Eat
blast!
this! What's this?
Rising hurricane! This one's mine!
Photon blast! Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Feel!
On Sonic strike! Jolene!
Hey!
Blow them away!
How's that? Eat this!
Sonic thrust! First strike! Sword Lane Alpha! In an instant! Impact block!
Well, looky here! Little help!
Megasonic thrust! Talon Hurricane!
Raging storm!
Oh, thank you.
Photon dance in the wind! Feel! Arc
Talon
tail!
Hurricane! I'll smash you!
Reflect on thy sin.
Watch it! Eat this! No further!
First strike!
Dance in the wind!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Talon Hurricane! Sword Lane Alpha!
I'm on it!
Blow away!
I'm on it! I'm just getting started! They
Sword Lane
black
Alpha!
and blade!
Talon Hurricane!
Gale Force!
Double Demon Ray!
Reaching orb! Lightning condensed!
Eat this!
Demon Ray!
I'll end you!
Talon Hurricane! Double Demon Ray! Rising Wiper!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Sweet dreams!
Talon Hurricane!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered.
You guys want to rest here?
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volrun and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganath Haros. So I'll ask again, Are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it!
Hmm?
That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Dahnans, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Delpharis Castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Dahnan slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Okay guys, I'm gonna stop for the next hour between two of it's about saving strength, so I hope you'll see you next time in my next one. The areas. Yeah, I might be doing a new stream on the evening, so I'll see you soon. Peace.